Good morning. Welcome all. My name's Scott Nasca. I'm president of Generation Capital Management. You might see me in market mashups from periodically talking about the markets, but today got an exciting new product that we're launching. It's genPOWERMENT. It's a financial planning product that we're really trying to target to anyone out there, anyone who needs financial planning. We're trying to give every citizen, every American, just the ability to have financial stability, financial empowerment, just to make sure their lives are healthy, happy, and strong financially. So this is a great product that we're excited to offer. I'm going to have with me in a few minutes John Howe, who is our VP and really the person who spearheaded the genPOWERMENT idea and leading it up to launch. And he's just a great person. We're excited to have him as part of Generation Capital Management. And he's going to give you more of an overview of really how the product works, the strengths of it, and how we want to go about to really deliver this new concept and idea to really anybody in our reach that really is looking for just a financial stability out there. It's a tough time right now. We know with inflation very high, with the stock markets really gyrating and fluctuating. People with 401ks are seeing their balances go up and down. So we just want to make sure people are ready and prepared and can provide at least some peace of mind for their life and moving forward and making sure that their goals and objectives are met and are going forward. So at this point in time, I want to bring in John Howe. So we can give a little bit better idea in terms of what the genPOWERMENT product is all about. John.
Hi, Scott. How you doing?
Great. Thank you, John. Why don't you just take a few minutes? I gave just a brief overview of what your role is at Generation, but just give a little overview in terms of your background.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the financial planner here at Generation Capital Management, and I've been here since the end of October of 2021, and I've been integrating with the team, working well. Scott and I have been working very closely together to provide some high quality financial guidance in terms of both investment and financial planning as a whole. I've been in the industry for 10 years, over 10 years, actually. I joined the financial services industry in 2011 after leaving my undergraduate experience. I've bounced around the Rochester financial services industry for a while. I have my master's degree in personal financial planning, as well as my certified financial planner designation. And I'm just happy to finally be able to be offering this genPOWERMENT service that we're going to be talking about today. Scott and the team here at Generation Capital Management has been gracious enough to kind of help me bring to fruition this dream I've had for the past several years. And I just couldn't be more excited to be working with this team and this family and offering this service to you.
Great, John. So everyone here at Generation Capital Management, we know about genPOWERMENT and, everything, the benefits that it's going to provide. We're really excited to launch it.
Mm-hmm.
But can you tell everyone who might not be familiar with it a little bit about it and what is it all about and why should they really be excited about this opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So to answer that question, we have to start with a little bit of industry background. So right now, most of this isn't necessarily a new product. It's a new product for us, but it's not necessarily new, but it is rare. So essentially, if an individual wanted to receive financial guidance in terms of financial planning from someone with the knowledge to be able to help them, they would essentially have to have investable assets. So they would need to have some money invested with a financial advisor or financial planner in order to receive that guidance. And of course, you can imagine if people don't have the money to be able to transfer over to have a typical financial advisor invest that money for them, then they might be out of luck, right? You can't just walk into a financial advisor's office and ask them, can I buy an hour of your time? Can I spend a year with you working on my finances? No, I don't have any investable assets, but I need your insights. Unfortunately, you probably wouldn't be able to work with that financial advisor whose office you walked into. They might, make a different recommendation for you, or they might not have any solutions for you at all. So that's the issue that we're trying to address with genPOWERMENT, and why we've always wanted to make what we're calling what the industry kind of terms as a fee for service or a standalone financial planning product. So basically, the way that genPOWERMENT works, genPOWERMENT is our term that we're using for our services that you can buy as standalone. You don't have to have any investments with us, and they're all sort of focused on empowering the client with knowledge so that they can then either continue to work with us, or at least have the knowledge to ask questions or be able to manage their own finances after they're done spending time with us. Essentially, all of this is in line with Generation Capital Management's goal of bringing more people into the conversation, the financial planning conversation, and as Scott said earlier, providing insights and opportunity for people who may not have had those types of opportunities in the past.
So, we mentioned it's a brand new service for us, and even in the industry, it's more of a newer idea that's come across just recently. Can you break down what the what folks would be able to expect from the service? I know we have different offerings and different levels, but just give us an overview of that if you can, John.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be offering essentially 4 levels of service, and each level will have some form of interaction with me personally. So we do, as you can see up here on the screen, we have our 4 levels of offering. The first one is our coffee consult. This is essentially a single 2-hour session that you can basically have me come and give you some guidance on a particular issue. If you need to figure out what you've been spending over the past year or so, if you need to work on your estate plan, if you've had a loved one pass away and you need help kind of sifting through their estate, figuring out what to do, that's the type of solution that we offer for folks in that situation. Then I'll kind of skip over basic for a second and talk about premium. The premium level of membership is kind of our prototypical offering that we're going to be focusing on. This is when we were developing the product, when we were developing genPOWERMENT. This is what primarily we envisioned offering. This is essentially having access to me on an on-call basis. So if you were to be a member of genPOWERMENT Premium and you had a financial situation pop up, like where, say that you needed to relocate for work and they were offering you a certain amount more money, but it was more expensive to work or to live in that area. Well, we can do the analysis for you. We can break it down. I can give you that guidance as you go along through your life. All sorts of things typically pop up in the duration of a year, and as we're moving through and trying to make the best financial decisions for ourselves. And having me on call will give you the peace of mind to know that you're making the right decision to help you to optimize your situation financially. Then if we take a look at Premium Plus is essentially the same level as Premium, but with the added benefit of a full financial plan document. So Premium and Premium Plus, you're going to be getting monthly consultations with me at the very least. I'm on call for you essentially whenever you have a question regarding your finances, I'm there for you. And then with Premium Plus, you do get that financial plan. It's a 40+ page financial planning document with a financial plan presentation, and then we use that as the backbone of the rest of our discussions. Then if we shift back down to the basic, if those 2 levels aren't quite for you, then we also have basic. Basic is done almost exclusively, the communications will be almost exclusively through email. And essentially what will happen is you'll receive an email each month that contains information about a particular topic. And you'll have homework. We're calling it genPOWERMENT homework, of course. And you basically answer those questions, send them back to me, and we get kind of into the nitty gritty a little bit through that email exchange. Like I said, Premium and Premium Plus, it's all personalized, one-on-one, face-to-face, or voice-to-voice service. Basic is for the folks that kind of want a little bit more of a do-it-yourself experience. And then we have coffee consults for people who just need to talk about one or two things for a couple of hours. And that's kind of the breakdown of it.
Yeah, I think it's a solution for anybody out there. We've got products that are available for anybody that is whatever stage of financial concerns that they have. We do have a product for them to work with. So John, why'd you want to develop this program? And like I said, we're I know this is a passion of yours. It's something that we're really excited about here at Generation Capital. But just give us an idea. Why is this important? Why is this really a goal of yours?
Yeah. So I had a situation where a client reached out to me. They were a prospect, and they reached out to me and they said, we need some financial planning guidance, and we've been struggling to find it, and we don't necessarily know what to do. And that kind of sparked this idea in my mind of, boy, it's tough out there for folks who know that they should be doing something, who know that they need help, but can't necessarily find it. And it's indicative of kind of the way that the industry is set up. So it's been a passion of mine to make this type of product available for those types of people who want to do the best that they can for themselves and their family. Because the truth is that financial wellness is choices that you make one day that lead to another choice that you make another day and another day. And eventually all those days add up to, you look back and you say, wow, I can't believe how far I've come, and the financial stability that I have. But if you don't know what you don't know, you have no idea where to even start. So I saw people being penalized for doing the right things, right? Because if you're saving in your employer sponsored retirement plan, and you're doing that, you're getting your employer match. Well, you don't have assets to invest with a financial advisor, so you can't get advice that way. And then I had a lot of my friends coming to me and saying, well, I don't understand how this works. I don't understand what my 401k is. I don't understand, how to save money on my taxes and things like that. And, what do I say to my friends, my own friends, when they come to me and say, hey, I need help, and I don't know, I don't know where to point you in terms of trying to provide meaningful advice for you by a qualified professional. And that's one of the other things too, is we've started to see this emergence of people who aren't necessarily qualified professionals on social media platforms, giving financial advice that isn't necessarily sound. We've always had celebrities like Susie Orman and things like that, who give guidance, that it's a carte blanche guidance, don't ever do this, don't ever do that. And the truth is that your financial situation is incredibly nuanced, and it's impossible to make recommendations or give guidance without actually knowing a person's situation. So that's what I was very passionate about. That's what I always wanted to do with this service, was be able to get into the nitty gritty and understand people's situations so that they can actually receive quality financial guidance. And those were the things that kind of was a light bulb moment for me.
Yeah, I think the timing is great too, and where we are today in the world, and with the economic anxiety that a lot of people are going through right now.
Yeah.
You mentioned that there are a lot of people that offer financial planning advice, and there's a lot of good people out there too in our industry, and no question that it's very well respected in some circles. So what sets us apart from what everyone else is doing out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that we're very dedicated to the actual process of financial planning. we are, if you look around, and I would encourage folks that are on this call today to take a look at some of the other services that people are offering. It's typically referred to as fee for service or fee for planning or standalone financial planning. Go ahead. I would encourage you to go and research it and do your homework about what other people are offering. And if you do that, what you'll find is that the places, the financial experts that do offer this type of a service are either more expensive, or their prices aren't clear and then they're not consistent. So you might get a price range, and then you sit down with them and you say, okay, well, this is my situation. And they say, all right, well, this is what it's going to cost. And it's between a range, and you're not necessarily sure if that's going to work for you. All of our costs are very clear. They're very consistent on our website. You can see here, we have a comparison of all of the different levels, what you get at the different levels. We showed you earlier what our prices were. You can pay monthly, or you can pay for an entire year for each service for a discount. We're very clear about our pricing. You go, you check out, that's the price you pay. There's no additional fees. And then, of course, one of the other advantages that you might not have from someone else offering this service is that everyone who subscribes to this service deals with me directly. There's no paraplanner. There's no one underneath inputting the information. You're not, this isn't some sort of AI or anything like that. It's a one-on-one interaction with me through emails, through our coffee consults, through the premium or the premium plus. Every step of the way, you're with me. I'm your financial planner. It's just like the same exact experience that you would have if you worked with a financial advisor and didn't have this fee for service. But instead of having your investments with us, you don't have to have a single investment with us in order for us to be able to give you the guidance that you need in order to make good decisions for your finances.
Yeah. So just to be clear, we have two ways that you can work with us and receive the financial planning guidance. We've been talking about the genPOWERMENT, which is a standalone product. But we also, provide this financial planning service for our wealth management services as well. It's just something that comes with us if you're a client of Generation Capital Management and we're handling your investment. So anybody who utilizes those services will get the financial planning guidance and products with us as part of our services. But if you're not utilizing us for wealth management, that's totally fine. Then the genPOWERMENT, which is what we've been focusing on, is the solution for you.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And that's one of the strengths of us is that we have the ability to do both genPOWERMENT now and the traditional wealth management. So depending on which avenue works best for you, we have a service that can meet your needs.
Yeah, and absolutely. And just because we want to try and be more inclusive, we feel it's important that if anybody is looking for wealth management services, that they can become a client of Generation Capital Management. We're not trying to put a threshold in terms of you have to have X amount of assets in order to be a client of Generation Capital. We're really trying to open up the universe of more people being able to utilize their services, because wealth management is important just as well as financial planning. Is you want to make sure that you're invested according for your goals and objectives and your risk tolerances. And the financial planning is the ideal side-by-side product that you should be having as well. So we want to try and make it as inclusive to as many people as possible. So John, where can we learn about genPOWERMENT and what's included, and how do we sign up?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you're going to want to do is visit our website. You can go to gencapmgmt.com/genPOWERMENT. It's all one word, GenPOWERMENT. We've got it up here on the screen. You can see the drop down. We have all pages for all the different levels, but if you go and you take a look, you can kind of see the story of why we've created this. Exactly the topics that we cover. You've got that nice table there to make things clear for you. And then you can take a look and see all of the different benefits that are at all of the different levels. Like I said, pricing is very clear. You'll never be surprised by our pricing. And yeah, you can click around. I encourage you to check it out. It's a great website. We've worked hard on it. Everything's linked up and good to go. So never hesitate to reach out to us. If you have any questions, if you're not clear about something, we tried to make it as clear as possible. But of course, having been steeped in it like a tea bag for the past 6 months, I'm sure that there's something that we could have made a little bit more clear or helped you to understand a little bit better. So don't hesitate to reach out. We encourage everyone who's considering this to reach out and do an initial consultation with us, and we can talk about what the best avenue is, and definitely go from there. We're excited to be able to offer this to you, and that'll probably come across if you spend any time talking to us, for sure.
Well, thanks, John. Thanks for everything. This is a great product. We're excited about it. Do you have any last piece of advice or words of wisdom that you wanna bring up?
Yeah, sure. So if, even if you don't work with us, work with someone. Try to find a product, try to find a group that's willing to help you on your financial journey, or at least put in the research. But try to find an advocate who's willing to work on your behalf, because there's the financial system is incredibly complex. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can sometimes create a situation that's a little bit less than favorable. And that's what we try to help with. We try to help you avoid those pitfalls, as well as optimize in a productive way. So research, learn about our product, learn about other products out there, but at the very least, seek out as much guidance as you can.
Great. Well, congratulations. It's a big launch. It's a big undertaking this year. We're excited about it.
Yes.
I want to thank everyone who joined us today to listen to a little bit about our new product launch, genPOWERMENT. We thank you. Please, take a look at our website. Keep up to date with us on LinkedIn and Facebook. We'll have continuing stories and a lot of news coming forward with this. So I thank you again, John. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
We hope everyone has a great rest of the day and a wonderful rest of the summer.
Yep. Take care.
Thanks.